Hi, lovely people. Today, I would like to share to you yet another Etsy's pick design from my store. It is this minimalist stacking ring. This is so cool because you can wear it to the front with the modern look with the opening in the front, or you can flip it like this and it look like you're wearing double stacking ring. And it's made out of no other than my super duper favorite 18 gauge wire. Simple, sleek, and versatile. This is not the first time for me to make the gold-filled stacking ring. If you are interested in making the single line stacking ring, please tune in to my other video. I'm gonna put the link on the description or on the screen right here. Now, without further ado, let's get to work.
This is actually an order from my lovely client. She wants this ring in size 8 US. If I look at the ring chart to make the size 8, I need around 56 millimeter of 18 gauge wire. And since it's a double ring, I'm just going to multiply the amount by 2. You can see the detail on the screen here. You can see that I am in the middle of making sort of a giant paper clip. The diameter of the hump is around 5 to 6 millimeter, and you want to make the soldering to be a third of the giant paper clip, so it will fall on the side of the finger and you will not see the seam that much when it is worn. Next, when the two edges of the wire come together, I will file both surfaces flat when they touch, ensuring that there are no gaps. And here I'm using parallel pliers to straighten the wire, which aids in reuniting the edges. Marking edges will definitely make work easier, so I always make sure to do this using Sharpie. To hold the piece while soldering, I'm using this cross-lock tweezer and just simply pose it on the soldering block. This is the dish that I'm using to grind my flux, which is the borax stone. If you can see the edges here, with the help of water, I scrape off the edges to get the borax and put them all together in a glass jar like this. So every time I have a soldering work to be done, I don't have to grind the borax stone and just add water to this borax crumbs. For this work, I need to apply a lot of borax to the gold field. This sarang right here, it contains 14 karat gold solder paste for yellow gold. I'm using the same paste for the yellow gold field. So I'm applying it to the gap and let's fire. To solder gold field, it is not my favorite thing to do, I'm sorry. This is really hard to do, they're very easily to get burned and I need to just focus on one point and there's no need to heat up the whole surface. If you are interested to see the detailed work of the soldering, you can watch my other video. It's Beginner's Guide to Gold-Filled Stackable Rings. I will put up the link here. Continue on. After putting the solder work in the pickle bath for at least 15 minutes, we are going to shape this big paper clip here. I have a small mandrel mounted on a bench and I'm just hammering the summit of the joint using the non-marring hammer. I'm using the wooden hammer right now to make sure that the curve is perfect and smooth. I'm taking my time doing this because it will decide very much on how gorgeous the end product will look like. Once I'm confident with the shape, I'm mounting the ring mandrel and I'm going to grab the ring pliers to shape the giant paper clip into a ring. It doesn't have to be 100% round, of course. We will perfect the work using the ring mandrel. To find the correct position for this ring on the mandrel, a size 8 in the US corresponds to the section between P and Q on my UK standard mandrel. However, since this ring has an opening in front, I will resize it to be 2 sizes smaller. This process takes time and effort, and I'd like to take time doing this because the hardest part of making this ring is when the ring is hammered, it will stretch. Since there's an opening in front, the ring can get bigger easily, so it will not be size 8 anymore. So making it two size smaller, it will help to fix the problem because the smaller size can handle the stretching that happens while hammering. Another reason why this process takes time is also because the both side of the ring, it has to have the same diameter. So it's as if you're making two rings at the same time, basically. My advice is to be patient and remain attentive to your work. Another pointer is that when making stacking ring, there are a few keys elements to consider. Number one is hardness. The ring needs to be durable and hard, not flimsy or soft. Number two is the diameter consistency. Since the mandrel has a conic shape, hammering the ring all over can lead to one side being smaller than the other. Therefore, it is important to ensure both sides to have the same diameter. And the last one is the comfort. The finished ring should be comfortable to wear with no sharp or pointy edges that could dig into the skin. The goal is to create a sturdy, well proportioned ring that feels smooth and pleasant on the finger. Careful attention to the hammering process and the overall shape is key to achieving this. The final step is to polish this piece with the polishing compound of your choice. I'm using Zam. For you who has watched my other video, I've always liked this polish compound, but I'm not trying to sell any of these to you. Don't be surprised by these old socks covered in plastic. It is my makeshift glove to keep my hands clean while polishing. The compound is quite abrasive and can be difficult to wash off the skin. I have a problem here. Guess what? For this ring, I did not satisfy the last element, which is the comfort. Here I will only file off the overflow solder chunks using the green cone drill bit. And since it's in 14 karat gold solder, it will not ruin the gold field. But instead, it will smoothen the ring to zero pointy edges. This is it. I'm so happy to see this turned out to be gorgeous and actually not as always. I happen to ruin my work and have to start things all over, but not today. Yay! If you want to purchase this ring, you can visit my Etsy shop. Check out the description link. Otherwise, I have given you the secret sauce and you are free to make it on your own.
All right, this is it. I hope that the process made sense. I didn't give exact measurement on sizing or how much of a wire do I need because the goal is to show you the general tips. This way, you can practice making your own ring and get a better feel on how you want your ring to look like. If you find this video helpful, please click like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more jewelry making tutorials. Take care, be creative, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.